Hey guys, it's Brooke Smith, your newborn and infant massage therapist, teaching parents the hands-on approach to parenting through infant massage techniques and other modalities. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about numbers and more. We're going to be talking about value and how it works along with the number system. Okay, but before we get into that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, and then we're going to have an icebreaker. So a little bit about me. My name is Brooke Smith. Like I said, I have Baby Be Soothed is my company, and I was once a teenage parent. You know, I'm always a teenage parent, but my kids are grown now. So my kids are older. My oldest son has graduated from college, and my youngest son is on his way. So I understand what you guys are going through. Parenting is a little bit tough sometimes, but like, we're going to get through it. We got you. We got you. All right. You got this, and we got you. So I want you guys to just sit back, relax, listen to the video. It's a little bit interactive, but at the same time, just take it all in and know that, you and your baby are going to make it through just fine. All right. So, our icebreaker today is, what is your favorite type of like TV movie thing? Like, do you like comedy? Do you like action? Do you like horror? Like, I don't know about horror, but like, what do you like personally? For me, I love comedy because I'm silly. I think everything is funny. I have a good time. I just like to laugh. So for me, comedy is cool. After that is action. Horror, never. I can't handle it. Don't like it. I got enough thoughts going on in here. I don't need no extra stuff, right? So take a minute, pause the video, and let me know what you think. Tell your case manager and share your thoughts. All right, guys. Thank you so much for sharing. Truly appreciate it because, like, it's important that we talk about what we like. We're parents. Just because we're parents don't mean we don't like things anymore. Yes, our kids come first, per se, but listen, we like stuff too. And I just want us to be able to express that. Okay. So today we're going to do numbers, and we're going to talk about how we can incorporate numbers. A lot of times when we do numbers with our babies, we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's amazing. Our children can count to 10, 20, 30, 50, 100, but do they actually know the value of what they're doing? And the value is like the number one. What is one? So if you say one, sometimes you say hold up one finger and they're looking at you like, what is that? Because they don't understand what it is. They only have been repeating it. They memorize the numbers that you gave them, but they don't understand what one equals. Now, we're not really here to teach them like full-fledged 100% because they're still babies. They're not going to get it 100%, but at the same time, we can try to teach them a little bit at a time so that as they get older and grow, it'll kind of be a skill that goes along with it. So we just want to talk about like the numbers. So like when we do the numbers with them, sorry, my nose, sorry about that. When we do numbers with them, it builds confidence because they feel like they know stuff. Like, so when you talk to them, they understand, like, I get it. Like, I understand what mom or dad is asking for. It helps like that way building confidence. You're learning through play. So by doing things hands on, it works. Some people can read something and memorize it, have it with no problem, while other people physically need to do it. Children physically need to do it. That's kind of like, it's called Montessori learning. So it's like learning through play. And that's the best way. Like, you talk to them, of course, and explain what's happening, but they're touching it, they're doing it. If I do this, this happens. If I do that, this happens. So it's a lot of cause and effect, and they learn what cause has the best effect for them and the outcome of what they're doing. So you want to learn through play. And then doing certain things that we're going to do today helps them feel involved. And I'll teach you a little bit how to make them feel good about what they're doing. The other thing is the different tools that you use. Sometimes tools aren't the best for the ages. So keep in mind that if your child is small, you don't want anything that is smaller than their fist to like work with, because that means if it's smaller than a fist, then it can fit in their mouth and it can choke. So you want to be mindful about the things that you're doing and the activities that you're doing to ensure that the child is actually safe while doing all these things. Okay. So when we think about numbers, the first thing we normally do is like little things. Like we just count like a whole bunch of stuff. But textile stuff is really good too. So we'll start with something normal, like sorting clothes. When we sort clothes or like, do our laundry, a lot of times we tell them like, come on, get out the way, because we're just trying to get it done. But you got to give them an opportunity to do it. They see you doing it, so they kind of want to do it. And here's the thing. If you tell them to get out the way now, I'll do it. Trust me, the older they get, they won't do it at all, because they'll be like, oh, you got it. No, I don't got it. I want you to help me out. So now's a good time to start helping them help you. Because if you don't train them now, I'm telling you, I did it. I'm telling you, you gotta have them help you now, so there's not a chore or a struggle later. So something as easy as like having them sort their own clothes. Is it going to be perfect? No. But you can ask them to find all of the socks or all of the pants or all of the shirts. And they're like, okay. And as they get older, do really well. And then later, after they do pants and all that other stuff, you can ask for colors. So you can say, put all the black stuff here, or the red stuff here, or the yellow stuff there. And then of course you can mix it together to, put your stuff in the laundry. But it's all about them sorting. It's their thing, so they know what they're wearing. So you talk to them. You remember you had that red shirt on the other day? Wow, where does the red shirt go? And you just talk to them about things, because their stuff is like, it's their stuff, so they know what it is. And like, oh yeah, the red shirt with the truck on it, or the pink shirt with the butterfly. That kind of stuff helps them, so they understand what's going on. So take their clothes, for instance. So we have some pants, and you say pants. So you have pants. And we don't really want to get into when we're counting all the time. If we're physically counting, we're not mixing colors and everything else. These are all different skills. You don't want to say size, shape, and all that. If we're counting, we're counting. If we're coloring, we're coloring. You get me? Like we're sorting things. So like I said, we're sorting socks, we're sorting shirts, we're sorting pants. End of the skill. We're sorting colors, we're sorting like only colors. We're not mixing color, size, and all the other stuff. They can't handle it. You can give it to them. They might pick one of the skills out of the 3 that you offered, but they're not getting it. So if we're doing something, we're doing that thing. So we're doing numbers right now. Okay. So we're going to do it. We can tell them what it is, but we don't want to get into identifying. So I don't want to tell you the one pair of blue jeans pants. No. One pair of pants. And as they get older, the word pair is going to throw them off, because it's 2. So we say pair, but it's just 1. So that's another skill for another day. They're not going to ask you that till a little bit later, but be ready for it later on. Okay. So 1 pair of pants, 2 pair of pants. That's it. So show me the pants, and they'll bring you the pants, and you say, how many? 1, 2. Okay. And then like use the things that they're used to seeing, their stuff, so they kind of get it together. So this is 1 blanket, right? We got 1 blanket. And you just want to, get into it. Like I said, color and all that stuff is not important right now. We're just talking about 1 or 2 or 3 of something. So we got a sock. So we have 2 socks, and they'll put it together. And it helps them. Like you give them like an empty laundry basket, and then you give them, a regular, like the one that's all full, and then an empty basket. And you ask them to dig through it and say, find all of the socks. You'll find the socks, and then you count 1, 2, 3, 4. You just go through the socks, and they're like, okay. And then after you do it, you let them touch it, like 1, so they can feel it. 2, and then so you give it to them so they can put it in the basket. When they physically touch it, it helps them remember. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. You keep going. So it should be an even number. But we all know that socks, for some reason, go missing from the time that you take it off your child's foot to the laundry basket to the time that you get it back and have to fold it. They're gone. I don't know. Is a mystery. And I'm not sure if it ever will be discovered on why it happens or where the socks go, but they're gone. Don't worry about it. All right. Other thing, like this is these are like little washcloths, and they have them in their basket. So you count them 1, 2, 3, 4. So after you count them, or maybe after a certain age, they'll pull them out by themselves. You say, okay, and they'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You encourage it because you want them to physically touch it to get it to the other basket. And after they count it, yay. Now, if it's wrong, it's wrong. You say, okay, all right. And you just kind of keep on going. You don't really have to make sure that it's perfect. You don't have to make them feel bad for not having the correct answer. If they're stuck together and you saw that it was 2 stuck together and they only counted this as 1, all right, so what? They tried. And we'll get it together next time. As they get older, their fine motor skills will get better, and they'll look at it and realize that it's 2 together. But right now, it just probably look like 1 item, and that's all that counts. They tried it, and you gave them the praise that they needed after they did it. Okay. Next are socks. So we did socks, but sometimes, as you'll see, the more that you do this activity, the more they'll start finding stuff that is something to count. So they're like, oh, we can count. So they might find your socks and you say mommy socks or daddy socks. And then, you say, oh, how many? 1, 2. Okay. All right. So they'll start doing things for you and you'll just start seeing them like just wanting to count everything because now they're on a counting thing. And that's fine. Like I said, we're not mixing colors and everything. We're just doing those particular things. Now we got some markers right here, and the markers are good. Like I said, long as it's bigger than their fist, it does not fit in their mouth. So you want to be careful about the thing. So like the cap can come off, but you got to watch them. That's why we got to watch our babies and make sure that they're good because it can become a choking hazard. So just be mindful about the things that they're doing and using because like they're fast. They're fast. And you're like, ugh. So just make sure you're watching them, all right? But same thing. They'll count it and they'll touch it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're holding them like I got them in my hands. They can't do that because they're little. So you like 1, you put it down, 2, 3, 4. So you want to put it down. The reason why you're putting it down is because they'll try to mimic what you're doing. So if you say 1, 2, 3, 4, they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, and they'll start falling like that, and they get discouraged. And now they're crying because they're like, I couldn't do what mom did. You can't because your hands are little. So, but it's hard to describe that to them. And then, so versus making them feel like that too soon, just 1, 2, just put it down and it'll be fine. All right. Other things they'll start to use are their real items. So they might go get their own diapers. Be mindful. Once we start this counting thing, they count everything. So they might get their own diapers and, because it's something that they're used to and there's a lot of them. So if they, you have one of those racks on the side of the crib or like hanging somewhere, be ready after a certain age, they just start digging through stuff anyway. But, they start bawling. You're like, why are you quiet? What's going on up there? And you come to find out that they pulled all the diapers out and there's something to count them. And then they only go up to 5 because, that's all they know right now. And they keep counting. It's like 30 diapers out. And they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're like, yeah. And then you got to clean it up. So just be mindful that once, like I said, once we go on the counting kick, they're going to count everything. So we got diapers. 1, 2, 3. And it's okay. Everything that they're doing is good. But the laundry thing is really the best because they can see everything that they have. And they can actually count it in real time. They understand what it is. 1 washcloth, 1 baby towel. This is my towel. This is the one I normally wear when I get out the bathtub and you put it on their little head. So cute. But like, you just put these things on. So it's 1. And then we have 2 bibs. And like, you just go ahead. This is another washcloth. But like, you just put those things together and you just let them know, like, these are the things that we have. Like I said, moving things from one basket to another is really a good thing because it helps them sort. The other thing, by touching everything, like I said, it gives them that textiles and they can actually feel it. They can feel what it is. So they put the 2 together. Like when I touched the 1 sock, it was like this. And you just go back and forth with those different things and watch. Your baby's going to be amazing. Be patient with your baby. Don't rush them too much. Like if they don't get the number right, it's okay. We're just trying new things. We're learning. At least they tried. If they don't have the exact amount because they missed 1, it's okay. We're not in school. We're just trying to teach 1, 2. 2 items. This equals the number 2. You can even have a number 2. Like, just show them the number 2. Because you don't want just like 2. Like, what is 2? This is 2. I have 2 items. So you just want to make sure that you are teaching the value of the number. So like how much is that number worth is what you really want to start getting into. And it's not like a big thing. Don't take the numbers up too high. I think more than 5, don't worry about it. Stick with 5. 1 through 5. If they're under the age of like 2, 1 through 5. Of course, you can go up, but when it comes to the value portion of it, you just want them to understand. You don't want to go too far, too fast, because then you're missing the concept. All right. So that's all we have for today. I thank you guys for coming to the workshop. You guys are absolutely amazing. You're amazing parents. You're doing it. You're trying. You're getting it done. You're coming to classes like this to make sure that you and your baby have everything that they need. If you need any other support, make sure you get in touch with your case manager and they can help you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Have an amazing day.